Yo! Greetings ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of YouTube Dumpster Dive, the series where we take a look through some of the weird, obscure, or interesting corners of the website. And today we'll be looking primarily at what they call the weird side of YouTube. Now, while the term the weird side of YouTube sounds like I'm just talking about, well, weird videos on YouTube, this term used to have a much more significant meaning, and in its own way was the original form of YouTube dumpster diving. See, these days, when you let YouTube autoplay videos and sort of follow that chain, you'll probably be recommended videos that YouTube's algorithms figures that you'll already like. And as the autoplay and general YouTube recommendations continue to go along, they'll only go tighter and tighter to be more focused on these sorts of content. However, back in the day, the so-called algorithm really wasn't the thing it is now. And so it used to be that if you sat back and let YouTube autoplay videos long enough, you'd start getting more and more obscure videos, experimental art pieces, super random uploads, YouTube poops, bizarre content by lesser known or not mainstream artists, animators, etc. And thus, once the YouTube autoplay had landed you here, you were officially on what they call the weird side of YouTube, something which at the time people would often comment under these lesser known videos. Now don't get me wrong, there are still plenty of weird and experimental videos being uploaded to the site practically every single fucking day, but you gotta dig a little bit deeper to find them. But today I want to take a look at some of those really old, classic weird side of YouTube videos. They were often saved in playlists together for people to document them and expose more people to these videos, with many of them, for this very reason, becoming cult classics in a sense. The type of good shit that I used to watch as a kid and tween and scare the shit out of myself while I quietly looked around my dark bedroom to make sure that something weird hadn't made its way in there while I wasn't looking. The type of videos that you can't help but pause and scroll down into the comment section just to kind of get an escape from, even if just briefly. The type of videos that you find late into the night and just sort of stare at and think, what the fuck did I just watch? So, with all that being said, sit back, relax, and let's dive right on in. To start, let's take a look at this video uploaded on October 30th, 2006, simply titled Yelling Creature.
No!
Yeah, wasn't really much, was it? Well, for whatever reason, this video really hit the algorithm back in the day, and people back then, looking at some of the old comments, seemed to find this video a little bit creepy. But then later on, as the years went by, and the video got even more popular again, people actually ended up finding it rather funny instead. Strange how that kind of thing happens after a while. At any rate though, looking at this dude who uploaded this video, Rob Herman, reveals that this was not the only video of this genre that he made, with its direct sequel being titled Yelling Creature Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
And the third in this epic trilogy being, Yelling Pumpkin.
No! No!
That last one in particular got used in memes and YouTube poops a lot for whatever reason. These videos really aren't that much, mind you, but they are all the same a staple of the classic weird side of YouTube playlists, a relic of a bygone era. In case you're wondering, this over 18-year-old channel also features such videos as the channel's creator Rob screaming into the void. This video of a moth under 6x magnification that has this rather creepy audio in the background that eventually turns into a pretty sick beat. this video where Rob and his friends do this parody of a behind-the-scenes session of a rock band called the Trashtown Boys.
Then there was that night when Sly had 38 Paradise Coves in him, pounding and pounding. And then he sees this UNLV group of students in the corner, and he challenges them to a party, and they didn't know what they were stepping into. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, I think his name was Corduroy, or James, Kyle, or Jethro. He accepted the challenge. Number one, mistake. Number two, he gets in our van with us after losing the challenge. When Sly's shirt comes off and the beers start flowing, lights out, camera action. Oh, this time it's your life that's on camera and ain't a Hollywood movie screen.
I feel pretty cool when I hear the song Hot Sex on the radio. I can tell people, hey, that's about me. Except for the sex part, though. When I tried to party with the Trash Hound gang, we went out on a Thursday. I woke up Tuesday morning in some farmer's lawn. This rabid dog licking the blood off my chest. Those guys know how to party.
What happened was we were partying in this van in the forest.
Honestly, I included this one mostly because of the comment I found underneath it, written 18 years ago by user Jimmy Hendricks, who said, quote, "Seems like you actually put some thought and a few people involved, but I didn't laugh. I'm sure if it's your friend you would laugh, but I don't know you at all. But I think if you write a script and make a short film together, it would be more interesting," unquote. To which user Fluff Numpkin actually responded 16 years later, saying, quote, "I was like 2 when you wrote this comment. I'll be extremely surprised if you reply." To which Jimmy actually responded, saying, quote, "Time flies by. Oh, I still see comments, etc," unquote. Just found that little interaction kinda cool. At any rate, the newest thing uploaded to this channel was 2 years ago, and is titled Yelling Creature No Harm, which opens on the Yelling Creature video that he's so well known for, before transitioning into this pretty good techno music. I won't show any of the audio for it here since there may be some kind of copyright issue, but I recommend giving it a listen. Definitely a pretty cool channel. But on to the next video. This, my friends, is a video titled Dolphin Muzzle, and was uploaded on December 8th of 2007. While there is no audio for this one, I feel as though the visuals really are what makes this one firmly a weird side of YouTube classic, as we have what appears to be a man in a dolphin mask muzzle piece, and has then painted the rest of their upper body and head with makeup and latex of some sort to create this uncanny abomination. And while this video that sits at almost 2 million views certainly made the rounds over the years, this is far and beyond not the only content of this sort that its uploader, NorthFurFX, has created, as his profile picture hints at. A few other highlights I found here were a vampire bat muzzle mask, a horse muzzle, a crow face, a frog/turtle face. I guess he couldn't decide what the fuck he was going for here. A killer whale, and so much more. In fact, this guy has been doing this for over 16 years, and is still very much doing it to this very day. Well, being fair, there were several years where he didn't make videos, but as of 2 years ago, he's back fully, as noted in this video where he explains why some of his old videos didn't have audio.
Hi. It's been a few years since I last uploaded a video to this channel. I wanted to put something up today to let people know that I still do exist. I just haven't had a whole lot of time for doing makeup applications and recording videos. Now, many people have pointed out that older videos are creepy, and you are absolutely right. They are. A big chunk of that was due to the fact that they were recorded on really old first-gen digital cameras. They were recorded in like 2004, 2006. In that time frame, there weren't very many good digital cameras on the market. The one that they were recording with was like a Canon E510 or something like that. Its resolution was, for recording video, was like 360p, I think. It was like 640 by 480 at 15 frames a second. And then the onboard audio was terrible. The microphone that was built into the piece was atrocious.
Hello, this is the dolphin prosthetic head.
But now I actually have like real equipment for the first time ever.
Now, if it hasn't become obvious yet, many of these masks and muzzles are shown off here in these videos because you can actually buy them, as noted in the channel's description. Quote, "We have over 150 foam latex prosthetics for special effects makeup. We design, sculpt, and make latex masks and latex prosthetics for special effects makeup. All our pieces are handmade by us in Canada. Our animal and creature pieces can be featured for film, television, and media productions, theaters, LARPers, cosplayers, Halloween enthusiasts, entertainers, and any kind of occasion that has a need for unique latex prosthetic pieces. They can be combined to build thousands of unique looks. Visit our website to see our lineup," unquote. And going on to their website, yeah, they have everything from cats to dogs, birds, to even, yes, that's right, the iconic dolphin mask. That's right, for the low price of 130 Canadian, you too can be a dolphin man. Honestly though, no shade thrown. Having watched his most recent video from a few days ago where he does the makeup for this bulldog face, it's clear the guy is very passionate and very talented at making these. Even if many of them look rather uncanny and creepy, to put it lightly, they are nonetheless also very cool, and I can very much appreciate the dedication to his craft. This video, uploaded August 15th of 2010 by user SpaceHopterCopter, is another staple of the old weird side of YouTube. And while again pretty simple, I'll fully admit that as a kid, I found this video pretty unnerving. The faces, screaming, it's a simple effect just putting these weird mannequin faces on characters from Full Metal Jacket with this ever-increasing pitch and scream, but creepy all the same. Looking to SpaceHopterCopter's channel, a few more odd and interesting videos can be found, like this video of a well. Or this one of Nicolas Cage. Or whatever the fuck this is. Oh, and of course, his most recent upload called You Have Been Chosen. Stunning. Great channel. Would highly recommend.
Look at the monkey, funny monkey, little red monkey, acting so fidgety. Look at the monkey, funny monkey, little red monkey. Look at the monkey. Look at the monkey, funny monkey, little red monkey, acting so fidgety. Look at the monkey, funny monkey, little red monkey. Look at the monkey.
This This is a video uploaded back in October 7th of 2007 by the YouTube channel Dapper Cat, that once again was very frequently listed amongst playlists showcasing the weird side of YouTube. It's actually a student film by Thomas Hicks and Aaron Lambert, and while it is pretty interesting with some bizarre visuals and really interesting sketchy style to the animation, it's not the only animation that was posted to this channel. There is also Loca, Safe Self-Tester, which according to the video description is a music video directed by Thomas Hicks and Aaron Lambert in 2006 for the band Loca. Now, I can't show the audio here sadly, but I will say that this music video is gorgeous, showcasing this strange world of machinery and fantasy. It's like looking into an emo kid's sketchbook, but like a really talented emo kid who probably is gonna go listen to some MCR and drink some Monster with their friends after they ditch class. Jokes aside, I had seen the Look the Monkey video a while back, once again, through being a kid who loved to look up creepy and weird things on YouTube. And it always stuck out in my mind as being a pretty cool little animation with bizarro visuals. Too bad I never thought to actually click on the channel that had uploaded it to see what is clearly the cooler video of the two. Seems I'm not alone in this though, as the video that was posted the exact same day as the first one, on October 7th, 2007, has far less views at just only 13,000 versus the several hundred of Look at the Monkey. I seriously recommend going and checking out this video for yourself to see it alongside the music that goes with it. It's one of my new favorite little discoveries from these dumpster dives. Also, the music is really great too, very ethereal and dramatic. Though, it did get me thinking, man, did these guys ever make anything else? I mean, obviously this channel exists, but nothing else was ever uploaded to it. Did they ever make any other animations, music videos, etc.? So I did a little digging to find out, and I found that the answer was yes, they have. I actually found Thomas Hicks' Vimeo channel, which showcases a bunch of other stuff he's animated and directed. Now, I don't want to just take all his videos and show them here, so I'll leave a link down below to his Vimeo page so you can see his work, but on screen is a demo reel from 2021 of clips from his various works. I'm a real sucker for this cool experimental animation and films like these. His stuff has a really interesting and ethereal style, some still having that sketchbook style from his earlier works, and others are more experimental, but black and white is often used, which stylistically again I adore and find quite appealing. As for Aaron Lambert, it seems that the two were friends at Kingston University, and I was able to find Aaron's old YouTube account where he has this video from November 9th of 2007 with only 5,000 views called Pencil vs. Pixel. It is pretty cool and is basically a hand-drawn character and a 3D model character fighting each other to see who is the superior animation style, for realizing that the two are actually pretty great and that if they combine together that they could be unstoppable.
You fool. I could delete you in a second.
Deletion? I'll rub you out, old man.
On guard. Watch and learn. You shiny schmuck.
Back off, sketchy.
Now sadly, that was the only video from this ancient channel, but I also found that Aaron had a website that also showcased some of his other animations and stuff that he had directed, and he apparently did some work on the Isle of Dogs film. Once again, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see more. Finding this stuff is exactly why I love dumpster diving and looking into these old channels and weird corners of the site. I love seeing really cool art that not many people may know about, and sharing it with others, so it can finally get some of the attention I believe it deserves. But with all that being said, on to the next video. Next up, we have another one of my favorite little treasures from back in 2006. The stop-motion horror short, Haunt. Now, I can't show you the beginning of this one, at least audio-wise, due to it featuring a Pink Floyd song, but I hope by visuals alone you can appreciate the macabre style of this one, with some nice camera work and shot composition, use of shadows, and I really liked the little character design, particularly her pure black eyes. It's some really cool shit. There's some good suspense here, and I just in general think it's pretty neat. But something kinda cool is that in the description of this video, there has been several updates over the years, with the first detailing how this was a stop-motion animation the creator Glenn made during college, and he notes how this animation is actually the first part of what was going to be a slightly longer little story, but sadly part 2 never came, and in 2019 Glenn noted why, stating, quote, "So this video I made in my bedroom as a student has hit 1 million views. It took its time, YouTube has changed since I posted it, and I could have just uploaded my dog doing a poo to get more views. But to me it means a lot. The fact that this little film, a film I left to the last night before my deadline, my DV camera breaking halfway through filming, so I had to cheat animate it, pulls something special to people is really very great. In preparation, I ran around town, visiting a lumber yard to collect old scraps of wood to build the sets. The main bedroom set is a drawer I pulled out and put on its side. I asked a friend's sister to borrow their doll's house furniture, then built a small armature out of plasticine, wire and masking tape, and made heads out of air-dry clay. I cobbled together some MP3s of my favorite songs. Luckily, copyright has been waived by Sony. It was fun. I've got a kid now, and it's over a decade later. I still promise to remake this properly. Need to fit it in around my other video projects and raising a family. I look back at this film as a testament to making it happen. So much procrastination and self-doubt over the years, but when you put the time and love into something, you will reach people. And however basic this film is, it keeps getting viewed, and people respond to it. I look back to it and it inspires me. Thanks to all the comments over the years, I really enjoy that there are people out there with similar tastes to me who it struck a chord with. And to those whom it didn't, good for you. Horror is a very divisive genre. Everyone's got a different thing that scares them." Unquote. I hope someday he does come back to give it a go. I know I'll be watching out for it, but all the same, I also checked out some of the other videos on his channel, and he made another pseudo stop motion video in the form of a short called Loss of Graphite. He also made this super cool hand-drawn animation titled Nature Embodied that I can't show the audio to because it has a Björk song, but the visuals alone are really quite pretty. And it's a shame that both of these videos have only gotten about 2,000 views over the years, despite Haunt getting nearly 2 million. Still, I'm glad to showcase them here. I hope Glenn does come back someday to create again. He had a very cool style, but for now, this video remains as one of those relics of an artist that went on to do other things. It's so very cool to see, but also, admittingly, rather depressing to see them stop as well. Now this next video is from December 7th of 2007, and it's titled, "You have 20 seconds to stop this cursed video," and notes the following in the description. Quote, "This video is not a game. This video is a real invocation for dead spirits. This video will make you see soon friends that are dead. 3 rules. You have 20 seconds to stop it. If you don't stop it, never speak or follow your dead friends when they visit you, because they want to take you with them. And finally, if you send this video to another person, you will not suffer the curse." Unquote. So, with that ominous stuff in mind, let's check out the video, shall we?
Why?
Not much of anything at all, is it? Yeah, there were a lot of videos back in the day that were basically titled something like, "Watch this if you dare," or "Don't watch this video or you'll get cursed." It's a classic bait and switch. A really eye-grabbing title, but not much in the way of actual interesting content. In fact, it was usually just some dumb guy doing some random shit for a few seconds. There's actually a ton of what I'm going to call cursed videos under this umbrella as well. Cursed as in, if you watch it, you'll be cursed. Ooh. Like this video from January 23rd of 2007 titled, "Real Curse Videotape, Beware." There were a few videos like this made back in the day, and most of them were either spoofs or heavily inspired off of the cursed videotape from the film The Ring, which definitely inspired quite a lot of early internet horror surrounding cursed videos, cursed images, cursed block email chains, all sorts of shit like that. Now, to take it a step further, I'd even say that The Ring and its infamous video from the movie also is a heavy inspiration for future internet horror genres, such as analog horror, but maybe that's a discussion for another time. A lot of these old internet horror videos are also just some plain old good jump scare videos, which, while weird at times, are more their own separate thing away from the weird side of YouTube. But these weird cursed tapes sometimes did cross over into the weird side of YouTube, like in this one's case. This video, uploaded on April 10th of 2009, is titled, "One Potato, Two Potato, Great Lost Austrian Punk Video, 1980 to 1981. Snuff? and has the following description. Quote, "This is the legendary Lost Punk video, One Potato, Two Potato, from 1980 or 1981. The original VHS sold on eBay for $899 US recently. So you better enjoy this. Some people told us that all the actors really died during the shooting of this video. Could it be? Dunno. But this is the first time it's available anywhere. So have a look for yourself. And who is/was that masked stranger?" Unquote. Now obviously the description isn't very reliable, and is your standard fare creepypasta for the time. However, when looking into the channel, this is also the only video they ever seem to have uploaded. But doing a little bit of digging around based on the music of this video, I found that the song and actually the video are from the band AI Bird Dirt, and it's not even the only music video where this creepy looking mask is featured, with the official music video for their song Just Like Everybody Else also having it. Pretty interesting music as well, and almost entirely unknown as far as I'm aware. In fact, I'm gonna be real, I only found this video because I looked up cursed video from before 2010 and this came up. But moving on. Now this one is the definition of a classic upload, from all the way back in January 2nd of 2008, with over 20 million views to its name. At one point, it was often joked about it being the final boss of the internet, and the description of this one pretty much explains exactly what it's all about. Quote, "Another wacky Ronald McDonald clip from Nico video. No words can describe this. This is based off of the song called UN Owen Was Her, Flondre Scarlet's theme from a game called Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, aka Toho 6. It is a bullet hell series where you play as a heroine and try to get through all 6 stages, and then if you choose, to fight the extra stage boss. In Toho 6, Ginsokyo, where they live, is shrouded in red mist by a vampire known as Remelia Scarlet, and you have to go to her mansion to defeat her and stop the mist. Thanks, Kill It Too." Unquote. They also linked the original video uploaded to Nico Video. However, going there sadly leads to a page that translates to, "This video has been removed at the request of the rights holder and cannot be viewed," which is very sad, but at least it can still be viewed on YouTube, as a cool little artifact of early internet and general Toho fandom. But while we're on the topic, you know what can't be seen on YouTube anymore? At least not in its original form on the original channel that uploaded it? This little known classic, an icon in the weird side of YouTube. This video almost needs no introduction, but for those who have never seen it, you can clearly see an android singing a song about how she feels, well, fantastic. On the original upload of the video from April 15th of 2009 by YouTuber Creepyblog, it had this description to match the video. Quote, "In ancient Greek mythology, Pygmalion was a highly accomplished Cypriot sculptor. Though skilled in imitating the human form and well acquainted with its subtleties, he became disgusted by it when he witnessed the Proprotides prostituting themselves. These women were punished by Venus for their lack of worship, with the coarseness of skin and a crudeness of nature, and were forced into prostitution. Seeing this, Pygmalion, the sculptor, was repelled and could no longer appreciate women. Seemingly alone, Pygmalion sought to create for himself a perfect, pure, unsullied companion. He used used his particular skills to this end. He created a statue bride. What you are about to watch is a mysterious video. Its origin is attributed variously, and almost certainly spuriously, to various abstract artists or surrealists. The truth is that what we are seeing, and what we perceive to be strange and disturbing, is actually beauty to its creator. Perhaps what we are viewing is the work of a modern pygmalion. To him, her toneless voice and paleness of skin, and the comparative vibrancy of her lips may indeed be the very embodiment of a perfect woman. Consider the mindscape of the creator. In whose mind does this appear beautiful? In whose mind is this pure, near worshipful? Are we missing out on his perspective? Who are we to be afraid or to judge them? He may well love her fully, perhaps more fully than any of us could ever hope to be loved. In the mind of her creator, she is a near goddess, the perfect representation not just of femininity, but the peak of human potential, a perfectly satisfactory being. How does that kind of unconditional love feel? Well, how does she feel? Fantastic. Unquote. Dramatic description aside, this video gained unprecedented attention at some point, with many noting how creepy they found it, and how the few shots of the forest in the middle of the video they found to be pretty fucking ominous, with one person even theorizing that the video was actually made by a serial killer, with this strange art piece showcasing their acts in a creepy and subtle fashion. Quote, "Okay, so here's my theory. The individual who made this is in fact a serial killer. The combination of shots and animatronic mannequin and the zoom into the backyard are connected. In one of the other videos, you can see the wiring that operates the mannequin. Then in another shot of the backyard, you see the same bundle of wires running through the grass. Here's my theory. The serial killer buries his victims alive in a box with an audio detector of some kind. As the victims scream, the detector picks up the noise that sends the detected audio to the animatronic mannequin. The mannequin responds by saying various things. I feel fantastic, hey hey hey, and so on. The different pitches in the screams make the mannequin move and speak in certain ways. At the end, when the mannequin stops moving, means there is no more noise coming from the victim. Also, the fact that the mannequin is dressed up in two different outfits and wearing two different wigs makes me believe that he dressed the mannequins to look like his victims, possibly even in his victims' clothing. The agonizing screams from his victims makes him feel fantastic. So he translated his feelings into a sort of sick art project." Unquote. Pretty cool creepypasta, though it was backed up by absolutely no evidence, and was more of a thing people did and said because it made what was already a creepy video even more creepy. And I remember in the comment section seeing all sorts of theories like this. However, if you go and look up that video on YouTube currently, you'll be met with this. Copyright claimed by Terabyte Music. And just who is that? Well, I'll tell you who. Someone who's abusing the copyright system, it seems. Allegedly, I should note. If you go to their channel, you will indeed see some music videos and the like. Kind of like a music label of some sort. And among them are the I Feel Fantastic video, which now has the extra title of Official Music Video, as if that somehow makes it seem more legitimate. Go into the comment section and, oh, would you look at that? The comments are paused. Almost as if someone doesn't want people commenting about what's really going on here. Mind you, Creepy Blog is not the original owner of that video either, but this Terabyte Music that is clearly trying to make a profit off this video is also not the original owner of the video either. See, this video is actually a smaller part of a longer video, which I'll play in the background now, and it originally originates from an old GeoCity website called Android Builder. The android is named Terra and was built by a man named John Bergeron, and the video came from a DVD where he was basically showing off the capabilities of Terra the android. Now sadly, John Bergeron, a man who dedicated much much of his time to this creative endeavor of androids and robots and the like, died long ago at the age of 65, his legacy online expanding to highs I'm sure he never would have expected. Even if the original reason why many people found the video is because it is extremely unnerving, tapping into that uncanny valley horror, and that rumor about the whole thing being made by a serial killer. But no, this was yet again a case of a creative mind making something interesting and cool, and others through the power of the internet eventually finding out about it. Now it's just a shame that this terabyte music seems to be taking the video and the song to make some kind of profit off of a dead man's work. Very shameful, I must say. Also of note is Tara the Android was actually featured in an episode of Smiling Friends, though that's not a surprise of how much the series creators also love weird, cringe, and interesting old videos on the internet. Very much dumpster divers themselves, you could say, which I think is pretty cool. So, speaking of the uncanny valley, this is one of many videos uploaded by the YouTube channel CC Lemon, all of which feature a man wearing rubber masks of women, and in one case an anime girl, usually while wearing women's clothing, and what looks to be something to emulate very pointy nipples, all of which were uploaded between late 2008 to 2010, before they then stopped uploading completely, leaving behind a catalog of videos I personally find quite eerie. It's clear whoever made these videos really enjoys these masks, and some of the videos have a very fetishy vibe to them as well. But sadly, besides that, there really isn't much else to look into with these. I tried looking up the channel and finding if there was any other links or places where you could find out more about its creator, or if anyone had even discussed it online, and pretty much I found nearly nothing. But honestly, something about that makes them all the more unnerving, mysterious, and certainly weird. But moving on, I suppose. And for our final channel today, we have a channel that truly stands as one of the cornerstones of the weird side of YouTube. And that channel would be Madcatlady, with her most popular video by far being uploaded on August 11th of 2010, with the original title being Meow, but now titled Fur Displacement Test. And, well,
Meow, meow, I am a cat. Meow, meow, I'm lying at a meow, I'm lying. Meow, meow, I am a cat.
yes, it is indeed that, and oddly hypnotic as well. Another one she made, which is popular, came from January 2013, called Bow Wow Sad Dogs.
Bow wow, bow wow, I am a dog. Bow wow, bow wow, I am a dog.
Another popular one I've seen a ton of shitposts about, especially in the past, is this one titled Roebuck. And of course, we can't forget the 2011 classic Adult Dolly Dress-Ups .wmv. Damn, girl, she breaking it down. Now, what's really interesting about this channel is that it has had a constant upload rate since 2009. And by constant, I mean this channel has over 2,000 videos, all of a similar nature to everything I've just shown you here, all with this weird animation, off-kilter vibe, and frankly, shitposty type nature. Wonder if anyone has ever taken up the challenge of actually watching every single video in her catalog. But the thing is, while most might assume that's exactly what this channel is, a big shitpost channel for just making weird animations, there's a lot of evidence to the opposite being true, that this channel is made with 100% sincerity, to the point that you'll notice that the comments are now disabled across the whole channel. And on our most popular video, Fur Displacement, the description says the following, quote, "I am disabling comments again, as I am sick of being trolled over a video I made a decade ago. As a beginner, don't bug me on other videos about it unless you want to be blocked from my channel." Unquote. Which is a shame, because I have a feeling that most really enjoyed her stuff, and that indeed she has the exact sort of channel that would only be more popular now than it was back then. However, I guess the mean, ironic, or joking comments really got to them sadly, making their channel frankly even more strange, as with no one commenting or communicating back to them at all, it's kind of just become a vacuum, a non-stop onslaught of strange, experimental, and sometimes funny or slightly creepy animations. And after a little bit of digging, looking into her community tab reveals more about this creative choice she made. Quote, "Yay, my haters keep disliking my videos as soon as I upload them. This is why I won't show comments or ratings. I am not doing this for you guys. If hiding my channel is too hard for your tiny brains, just keep on hating. I don't gain or lose anything. My channel is not monetized. I just do this for fun. You need to find a passion too, so focus less on dissing others." Sadly, I can never leave comments enabled on any video for long. I always get some self-righteous prick commenting on my mental health. They seem to use the same phrases verbatim, so I'm sure there is a forum or chat group of trolls somewhere doing this to anyone who does stuff they cannot do. Common factor is they have no uploads or subscribers. So are bitter little souls. Disabling comments again because of the negative reaction to just disabling them on one of my recent videos. I do not react positively to pushback. Just dislike everything. You don't need to upload anything yourself. You are better. You get the content you deserve on YouTube." Unquote. And sadly, that's how it's been ever since, for over 2 years. She has since made a couple other channels, the main other one being where she tries out AI and messes around with images and stuff, which I think is kinda been true of her channel and online presence in general. She's someone who is simply having fun making these animations, and so maybe her disabling comments was the right call in her case. It's clear that she never expected the level of attention she was going to get from these random videos, and is, like, I would actually argue most people, not fit mentally to deal with an onslaught of negative attention, or people just simply commenting on their stuff at all. She's also posted pictures of herself in her community tab, and true to her name, features one of her cats with her. She seems like a genuine person that just enjoys creating these things, and I suspect comments like, "Whoever made this must be crazy," or "off their rocker," simple things like that, she probably read as much more malicious than maybe they even were. But who knows? course, I can't read the comments now, so maybe there was a very dedicated bunch of people hating on her stuff. It's hard to really know. But either way, no hate sent her way. I always remember seeing these weird animations through the years, and I never looked into who had made them. And while she may at one point have been a classic stopping point for the weird side of YouTube, I hope Madcatlady continues to make her animations and AI creations, and just in general has fun doing so. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode of YouTube Dumpster Dive. As always, if you have suggestions for future YouTube Dumpster Dive episodes, be they something very random or creepy, interesting, or obscure, please be sure to comment down below. While I have y'all here, I wanted to make sure to thank all of my loyal patrons and channel members for continuing to support me and the channel and all the projects that I do, including all of my night eggs and my night owlets, as well as all of my great night owls, including Bandan, Sketch Lombo, Somber Devante 06, Jeffrey Robery, Hexmaniac Hannah, and Ho Hot, as well as a super duper duper special thank you to all of my arch owls, including the wise Nicodemus, the talented Cherry and GT, the always chi vibes Zen Garden Party, the daring Daniel Petrie, the Super Saiyan Star Punch Gaming, the mysterious Mr. Gaming Sheep, the fearless Forgotten Ace, and the Supersonic Sword. Thank you all so very much. And until next time, this has been Dylan the Night Owl, flying off.